Hello traders, my name is Tomasz Wisniewski, I'm a chief analyst in Alpari Research and Analysis, and this is daily analytical report. Let's start. Let's look for the best trading occasions on the market. But obviously we need to start with the calendar. Calendar today is empty. We just finished Easter holidays. Most of the markets were closed on Friday and Monday, but it does not mean that we didn't get any proper price movements. It's quite the opposite. Market now is very interesting. Situation on the market is very interesting, and we have some decent setups right now on the market. But I will show you that in a bit. First, let's take a look on the calendar. And also, it's the first meeting this week, so we need to analyze the calendar for the forthcoming days. And attractions will start on Wednesday because we will have inflation from Australia. Also important day for the Canadian dollar, so interest rate decision from Canada, statement, press conference. On Thursday, monetary policy statement from Bank of Japan, press conference, and also we will have durable good orders from United States. On Friday, inflation from Japan, a speech from the chairman of the National Bank of Switzerland, and GDP from US. So interesting week, not the busiest on the record, but still quite interesting. With that being said, we can move to the charts. The most important news right now are the events that are not mentioned in the calendar. So we do have increased tensions again between US and Iran. Sanctions on the oil purchases from Iran are negatively affecting China and Eurozone, for example. So that hostile American approach towards Iran is negatively affecting the relations between US and China and US and European Union. China, because China wants to buy oil from Iran, and European Union because we as Europe, we are not so negative about the Iran like the America is. Many European companies, Germany in particular, but Italy also, they want to make business with Iran, not war. Well, we all know that American approach towards Iran is dictated by their relationship with Israel, with Saudi Arabia. So that's why they are against Iran. One of the reasons. European Union, Europe does not have such good relations with Israel, with Saudi Arabia. We are not selling them our weapons, not supporting them. They do not support us. We are more peaceful, more than European, more than America. We just want to make friends. Most of the time, obviously. So that's why our approach towards Iran is different than American approach towards Persians. So this is negatively affecting the relations. Why is that important for the traders? Well, what is happening right now on the market is that all this data, all those informations are positively affecting the American dollar. So American dollar is much stronger right now, and we can say that, well, this is the outcome of those trade wars, let's say trade wars, sanctions, tensions from the United States. How charts look like? First, Australian dollar to American dollar. Look at this. We had this symmetric triangle pattern breakout of the upper line, bounce, and that gave us a buy signal, and that was a decent buy signal. It lasted for 2 weeks, but at the end of the last week the correction came, and we warned you about this correction because the price was creating this kind of shoulder pattern. We broke the neckline, then we broke the lower line of the flag, and downswing. So already here we knew that most probably the price will go back again. So the buy signal which was created here was cancelled here. So you can see that even it gave us some pips. Now there is no more buy signal, the price is declining. It's hard to say where will be the closest target, but this yellow area looks like a potentially good place for a drop, so here. Next instrument is American dollar to Swiss franc, where I was looking for the sell signal. But this is a beautiful example of the difference between bearish setup and the sell signal. So there was a beautiful bearish setup. Look, triple top formation, breakout of the neckline, then a flag. Price was testing many resistances, but did not break the lower line of the flag. And I said that the breakout of the lower line of the flag will bring us a sell signal. There was no breakout, so no sell signal. Instead of going lower, the price went higher. So despite the positive situation for the sellers, there was no signal and the price went higher. This is why it is very important to wait for the proper trading signal. Don't go too early, don't go too fast. Wait for the signal. What is happening now? We need to take a look in the bigger picture. Even we can take a look on a weekly chart. I think it would be fair to do like this. We need to connect those lines. Tops from October 2017, tops from May, July and November 2018, and from March 2019. And after connecting those tops, we have a resistance which got broken recently. Alright. As for the potential target, I think it would be fair to say that this is the area where the price should aim. In my opinion, price getting there is almost a certain. Despite the certainty, I don't think it's a good trading occasion because of the risk to reward ratio. So we have the resistance also here. Yes. So the price is not maybe in the middle between resistance and support, but the risk to reward ratio is not the best. So maybe what we can wait for is here, then a comeback, then a bullish price action here, and then we can get a proper buy signal. So this is the situation on the American dollar to Swiss franc. Now euro dollar is having beautiful sell signals. So downswing, correction, downswing. This correction was very respectful for the Fibonacci. Look at this. First it stopped at 23.6, then it stopped on 50 on 38.2, then on 50. Each resistance which got broken was later tested as a support. Here test, here test. And then the price broke this support, bounced from resistance, broke the support and went lower. Here is where the sell signal was triggered, and now we're having another occasion. So if you were late for the initial movement, I have a good information for you, because now the price is creating a wedge, which is a trend continuation pattern, so should result with the breakout of 23.6 and lower line of the wedge. And from this point, the price should go down. In my opinion, this is the close as the most probable scenario for the euro dollar. Now dollar index. So you have to be aware of the fact that euro dollar is a huge part of the dollar index. So here the situation is often reversed as is happening here. So downswing flag downswing. Here is upswing flag upswing, right? Because it's reversed. Stronger dollar means weaker euro dollar. What is happening here? We are still in this ascending triangle pattern where we do have a horizontal resistance and a dynamic support. The price is bouncing from the resistance, the price is bouncing from the support. Most recently we bounced from the dynamic support, the price is going higher than the flag, breakout of the flag which gives us a buy signal, small correction, and we should see the further upswing here. This is the situation on the dollar index. The price should aim for the horizontal resistance, which is the upper line of this ascending triangle pattern. Now gold is having one of the best setups. Well, I opened a short position here. Stop loss was initially somewhere here. I lowered my stop loss here. I could have moved my stop loss to the break-even point right now, and maybe I will do this soon. We will see. But why I open a short position? Well, setup here is really beautiful. So what is happening here is the price is having a symmetric triangle pattern. So we do have a dynamic resistance here, dynamic support here, horizontal support which is from this head and shoulder pattern. We broke this, okay, fair enough. The sell signal was triggered here. This is where I opened my short position, but yesterday the price created a shooting star. So broken support was later tested as a resistance, and this test was positive for the sellers because the price reversed, and today traders are following this signal. So they saw the signal from here and traders are now selling gold. Let's see how deep we can go with this. You can see that the place where it's happening is not random. It's 38.2, so it's a crucial place for gold, and a decisive downswing here. As we can see, we are on a daily lows, which is super significant. Here drop can lead us to $1,255 for ounce, which can be very bad for gold holders. Now euro to Russian ruble, we met our long awaited support, so we predicted this movement long time ago, even last month. Why? Because the price was creating head and shoulder pattern, left shoulder, head and right shoulder. We broke the neckline, used the neckline as a resistance, then we broke a horizontal support, then the price creating descending triangle. So you can see that many technical factors at once, many bearish factors at once, so no surprise here that the price went lower. Very nice display of bearish power. Okay, but what now? Well, we have to wait for the price action, but in theory it's a good place for a bounce, it's a good place for a small reversal here. Now crude, as you can see, tensions over Iran are rising, are helping crude oil. Why? Well, because this means, those tensions mean that the supply will be limited. So if there will be less oil on the market, it means that the price should go up, and this is this movement. So oil is on new midterm highs, and well, everybody's happy with that, apart from the drivers who buy oil on the petrol station, right? Now cable is not moving much. Most recently, I think that we lost a bit of interest in Brexit. Cable declined, yes, fair enough. Last week was pretty bad for the cable, but now we are starting this week on a front foot despite the stronger dollar. So this drop can be contributed not to the weakness of the pound, but to the strength of the dollar more. Because, well, look, American dollar, Swiss franc, look what was happening. It doesn't mean that we had Swiss exit. Obviously, Swiss is not an European Union, right? In Eurozone. But where is this? We were here. But it's showing you that it's just the demand for the dollar now, which is causing those movements. So what we are having here is the bounce from the horizontal support. Most probably we'll get to this red line, but it does not look good for the sellers. Most probably we will get the breakout of the orange support and a strong drop. Now American dollar to Russian ruble. Here ruble is also stronger, and here the situation is negative. The price should aim 50% FIBO at least. Now Bitcoin. So Bitcoin used this ascending triangle pattern. So remember, ascending triangles work. Ascending triangle on the dollar index, ascending triangle on the Bitcoin. So this formation work, and we are aiming $6,000 for one Bitcoin, which is the ultimate resistance. Here chances that we will get there are pretty high. Now New Zealand dollar to Canadian dollar, that was beautiful setup and I love it on the weekly chart. Look, false breakout above the dynamic resistance, bearish engulfing pattern on the weekly chart, and look what happened here. Strong drop. Is the sell signal still here? Well, look at this. This is a double top formation. First top, second top, strengthened by this. Breakout of the blue line will open as a long-term sell signal towards this support. I had a short position here. I should have kept it. I closed it on a small profit, but I should have kept my short position here. Because now it would be on a much bigger profit. S&P 500 had a triple top formation, let's say, downswing, but the buyers are still pushing higher. So I don't think that there is any trading signal here. At least I don't see any good trading opportunity on this instrument. So actually I'm gonna remove this from my charts. DAX, well, DAX is enjoying themselves, but it's also a beautiful display of the technical analysis. So we do have an upswing, we do have a correction. This is a wedge. Wedge tested the broken resistance as a support, then the breakout of the upper line of the wedge, and then a further upswing. So this looks like this looks positive. Still, American dollar to Japanese yen. We had a nice horizontal support for the past few days. Actually, the volatility here is super low, as you can see. We had a false breakout below the support. This is a false breakout, and that actually opens as a way towards new highs, because this is usually what is happening after false breakouts, right? After false breakouts, usually the price goes in the other direction. New Zealand dollar to American dollar, this is also a beautiful sell signal, and we warned you about this. More or less sideways trend, breakout of supports, test of the supports as resistances, then a further drop. So a nice sell signal here, still bearish sentiment. Now Australian dollar to Swiss franc, the price defended this support and the price went higher. I closed my position here on take profit. Why take profit here? Because that was the long-term resistance, but as you can see, the price broke this resistance and is now creating a rectangle. Rectangle is a trend continuation pattern, so this should result with a further upswing. So maybe my decision to close this position was a bit premature. I don't know, maybe, but it was still a nice profit. It was a great trade. Buy signal here, stop loss here, take profit here. Tremendous risk to reward ratio, desirable risk to reward ratio, so I'm happy with this position. So guys can see that despite Easter, we do have nice trading setup, we do have nice trading occasions, so let's use it. Let's make some money on the market, hopefully. I keep my fingers crossed for your trading. I wish you all the best in trading. This is it for this daily analytical report, and we are going to see each other tomorrow. So all the best and good luck in trading.